For my 45, don't get out of line. Yeah. Ooh, pick a side. Only double lines we cross is dollar signs. Yeah. Ooh, hold up. Wait, I hear you just got paid, make it rain. Energy. She more cake on heat, more Central Pay. Be waving the room, the crowd gon' move.
Everybody on you.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
Told
What's
you I'm
up?
still in
What's
the
up?
Renaissance. I'm still in the Renaissance.
I mean, we can talk Beyonce any day, but we're not gonna do that this time. So
Because
shout out to all of our listeners. Welcome back. Y'all been really responding to us on TikTok.
Yes.
So
yes.
y'all been getting at us. Some of y'all been getting at us. We got some millimeters in there. I'm sorry, y'all. But at the same time, our opinions are opinions, and all four of us have different opinions, and that is the whole point of this podcast. So stay tuned. Continue to like, love, listen. We are on all of our platforms. We love hearing from y'all, so continue to do that. And we're gonna jump right in it because love and marriage has been a hot topic. We got the most, I want to say, like engagement through some of our love and marriage topics.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to dive right in. I finally caught up 3 episodes, full 3 episodes behind. Finally got caught up today, but I'm going to let Jasmine, you caught up?
Yeah, but don't ask me what happened because I barely remember. Go somebody else. This episode.
So are we saying it wasn't memorable? Because
it's not memorable to me.
Yeah, it's not that they're not memorable. It's just so much be happening that it just be like,
oh what actually happened?
Like like
so much
what?
I can start off by saying
I'm gonna bring some stuff up then. Okay,
yeah, I can start off by saying overall though, I can say before you say something, Marla, I think the thing is that what makes it hard to like recollect like everything that happened is so every scene is a small conversation between 2 or 3 people. It's not many group scenes. It's very like, okay, Tisha and Kimmy talking, then Marceau and Jalen and Maurice talking, and then Destiny talking. Oh, like it's just so it's not like a cohesive storyline.
It's like almost like they saying we want to record together. It's weird.
Exactly. It's like all are saying like I don't want to film with Martell or I don't want to film with this person.
I mean, but would you if somebody's accusing your husband or your wife or whatever of all kind of crazy stuff, would you want to film with them?
Nope.
I mean, I wouldn't think that you would.
Nope.
But you know,
I mean, let's rip off the band-aid. So part of the conversation I wanted us to talk
karma.
about.
I think it's their karma.
Now that Melanie is no longer on the show, I'm finding that Martell does not really have a purpose. And I say that because like the scenes that he's in right now, he had a scene with Destiny where he was being messy and talking about his relationship with Ariane, which still didn't make sense to me because the conversation he had with his mom looked very different than the conversation he had with Destiny.
Oh, Marla, please.
Where I want to unpack that a little bit. So Mama's one thing I'm gonna say about her. I felt like for a minute, she just like let him do whatever and she's always going to be on his corner. It was very refreshing for me to hear her say like she's just now getting over the fact that she feels like she lost her family too. And that she was not open to really like dealing with her like that because for her, like she said, that was my family. Like I didn't want to get to know anybody else. And she's just now like opening up to be like, I mean, I'll get to know her. She's nice. She kept saying she's nice.
That's called for. I don't mess with that girl.
Exactly. She's nice, and I'm just like, okay, this is interesting because up until this point, I'm like, I thought she was like ride or die. Like I don't care what my son do. Like I'm here, and to see that scene where she was just kind of like, no, this is not my like my family got a divorce.
I'm gonna be honest. In the very beginning, she was always on Mel's side. Like when the very first stuff was coming out about him cheating and stuff, she was crying with Mel. Like she completely understood. I think what happened was once it got to the point where they divorced and Mel filed and all of that legal stuff was happening, I think that she didn't want to add on to Martell's like terrible state of mind by just continuously hounding on him. So she was like, all right, let me just throw him some type of bail and be like, you're a good man, lying to her son. Lying to her son. But I think that once she realized, like, oh shoot, like this is final, this is over. It's like you said, now she's grieving. And the best thing that she said, that I was so weak, I was laughing my butt off. She was like, well, yeah, all she did to get you, I know she ain't gonna leave. I know she ain't gonna. When she said that, I said,
because how long has it been? She's still side-eyeing her about that whole situation, and I appreciate
it's been years, bro. It's gotta be at least 10.
Probably like 10. They son probably like 4 or 5 now. The child
probably. But also too, it's like he ultimately disrespected you in public, calling you side chick, calling you all these different things. Yes, called you a peasant on national TV, and you went and had a baby with him.
But y'all, can I there's so much to unpack in that scene that I saw today. I mean, even the fact of like she's asking him, like, because he's talking about moving her into his house, which why is your house not selling? That's the same house that we had in the last season. And you had all these different open houses and you had all these people supposedly walking it. And so like I get it. We are in a recession. And I do think the housing market is slowing down in general. But that was like a pretty nice house. So like, and he's so many were saying that he's paying the mortgage because no one's bought it. He might as well let his baby mama move in there and pay the bills. Just pay
and help pay the bills.
The son is an old girl.
That makes no sense to me. That still don't make sense to me.
It don't make sense to me. But what's weird about him is like he confused me with the whole traditional point of view. Like, nah, she can't live with me until we get married. But you can have an affair with her and get her pregnant and go on dates and be at her house and stay at her house and do all these things, pay her bills. But you draw the line now that you divorced.
Mandy, he over there. He may not have all his clothes over there, but
that's why I'm like, when he said he was like, nah, she got to move into my property, but she can't live with me. I'm like, wouldn't it make more sense if you're broke for y'all to all just move into that house? Or
that's what I'm saying. How does he have like? Because I was like, how does he have enough money to pay for two homes?
He don't, because he kept moving houses. Remember that last season, Chris had to kick him out that house.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he did.
He was not paying rent on that house, and Chris was like, "My client wants me to sell this house, so you got to go now." Remember, he was fighting with him. Like,
he was so upset about it.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why y'all just don't live together and just cut the finance.
And just, I still think part of it, he wants to be able to go. Like, I think he's telling everybody else, now that Melanie's out the picture, that like, oh, me and her, we rocking. This is why I said it's confusing for me, because on one scene, girl is like, are you looking at rings? And you like, I could
I'm looking at rings.
But then when you talking to your mama, you like, I don't know if she's it just yet. I don't know yet if that. No. So I'm like, Martell, this is a classic example, is what we keep saying. Like, we don't believe you because you're saying two different things in two different circumstances. I think he likes to get reactions. And so like, with his mama, I feel like that's the more real conversation. Ariane, unfortunately, we say this, how you get him is how you lose him. You've already shown that you're willing to do whatever to be with him. So why is he bending over backwards to do anything
to be with you?
He knows that you're gonna always be there,
and Melody left him. Like, I think that's the other thing, is like, he did not want to end his marriage. There would be a different conversation, because this is what I be trying to tell people, there is levels and there is hierarchies to cheating, because there are people that literally meet the love of their life while they with somebody, and as soon as their divorce papers is dry, they get married the next day. So it's like, it's unfortunate, but there is kind of like a different situation when you didn't leave your wife, your wife left you. So now you're not really ready to commit, because you know that like, that girl's just fun girl. I got her pregnant. I may have been in love with her for a second, but now it's not fun no more. Like, it to him in his head, it's not fun no more. And like, how he would talk to Melody about it would be like, well, you didn't want to do this to me, and you didn't want to do this sexually, so I would, like, that was always his excuse. Because he never had the thing that's crazy about Martell, he never had a real reason. Like, oh, I ain't really like you no more, or I don't want to be with you, or so I just moved up. It was always, well, you got too busy, or you didn't give me enough sex, or you and it's like, and like Melly was saying, we was still doing our thing. I got pregnant. So you can't say that we weren't, that I wasn't giving you none, and I wasn't. So for him, it was the thrill, the fun. And I also think when a woman becomes super successful and a man can't really deal with that, a part of their like ego is like, nah, I'm gonna bring her down a peg and show her she need me. So I'm finna go step out.
No, I agree with that, especially because how Mel has blown up on TikTok.
Yeah.
And how she is literally just completely moved on from the situation, but he's still holding on to it. Her name is still constantly in his mouth. Like,
oh my God.
Like I feel like he has to try to stay on the show because this is all that he has.
He has no money.
But from Carlos's perspective, after what we have seen him do legally to Mel, why is he still on the show? Right? Like, how do you continue to allow that? She got a whole restraining order against him, but you still had them filming last
season. Yeah.
That it doesn't make any sense, Shay. And I'm happy you said that because I don't know. I just feel like I think Carlos feels bad. And in a sense of like, I don't want to let him go. It's one thing for Mel to walk off because she has other endeavors. She has other ways to take care of herself. She has other businesses. She's doing great. She's successful. She has a new house. Like she's doing fine. We have seen Martell just kind of continue to spiral down. And him leaving at this point will not be leaving the same as him on a high. It will honestly be at his lowest point. And then,
but he never gonna. I don't think he gonna get to a high.
I don't either. Bringing Ariane on the show is not a high.
Remember he tried Sheree. Like we forget, he's tried all these little tricks and whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's not gonna go out on a high because he's not friends. He's not friends with any of the guys on the show. No. The only reason he has any connection, kind of, sort of, is because of Destiny. And outside of that,
and that she's there, so she also recognizes, Shay, that if Martell leaves, what is Destiny's purpose?
I mean, but she should have been. She shouldn't have came back.
She's his only friend, and even let's talk about it because we talked about Canvas Beauty last time. How do y'all feel that she's over here on the show now talking about some? Well, I did a TikTok live.
Girl, I told y'all.
I pointed that out to Ramad. I said, "Ain't that crazy? How she was on this show talking so much about Mel, talking so much stuff about Stormy, and then all of a sudden Stormy become your mentor. Now you're doing the same exact thing, and then we already discussed this." Taking a beauty supply online will never work. You don't have your own line of products that's worth anything. So what is she selling on TikTok Live?
I was going to ask y'all that. Do we need to?
Are you selling design essentials? Are you like, what are you selling on your? Are you a distributor? Like,
yeah, I know she got them oils and candles and crap. She probably selling that, man. I'm just saying.
I don't follow her, so I don't know.
Yeah, I can't.
Listen, I'm all for single moms trying to win.
I'm not for her trying to win because I still don't know why she's a single mom. And we still can't talk about why she's a single mom. We still have never gotten her divorce story. So I'm over it.
We barely got her marriage story.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm so over it. And then let's move further along with her storyline. The Lance situation. I'm on Lance's side. Because
let's talk about it. Hold on, let's talk about it. So Destiny and Lance. Hold on. So Destiny and Lance. So okay, listeners. I know y'all follow it because y'all watching the show. But so many words we talk about Destiny and Lance. Destiny would have the nerve to say that she's upset, and I want to get everybody's perspective on this one. Apparently, she told everybody that they were casually dating.
Thank you.
They were not in a serious relationship.
Thank you.
But old boy ended up having a baby that he did not tell her about. And she found out on the internet, and she reached out to his mom, who she clearly has a relationship with, and was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And I want to know if y'all that was appropriate.
First mistake.
Do you think that he owed her a conversation, even though that they were casually dating? Should he have also told her, like, "Hey, I may have a baby on the way"?
This is what I think.
Yeah,
I think two things can be true. Okay. And he even admitted this. He said, yes. Do I owe her a conversation? Yes. Do I owe her an explanation? No. And this is my problem with women do the whole, I'm just casually dating. I want to live my life. I got him over here, him over there, him over there, him over there. Cool, right? But people don't understand when men know that that's what you own, they're going to be on that too. And so he's like, I mean, I did try to pursue her. And he said she told y'all, even though they flashed back to the reunion when she's like, I'm just dating. I'm casually dating. Like, I don't want to be in a relationship and things like that. And he's like, okay, well, I went out with my baby mama one day and yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so I think also too, as from a man's point of view, like I told you, I've been reading my urban fiction novels, so my head is really in the streets right now.
Oh my God.
She violated by reaching out to the mama first.
She did.
I think that's also the issue. And like I could see it from a man point of view, like, wait, now you got my mama in this, but we also missing the fact that Nell didn't even know until the lady was in labor. He didn't tell his mama until that lady was in labor. And at first I was like, maybe the issue is, do they not believe that Nell didn't know? But even
I think they don't think that they don't believe that she didn't know.
But when Tisha and Kimmy and Destiny were talking about it, Kimmy and Tisha was like, no, like when we were in LA, they left abruptly because she was in labor. They didn't know. She didn't know. Because after they didn't find out till after the reunion, like it was literally while they was in LA to film the reunion. That's when he called us like, "Oh, my so and so in labor," and then it's like, my thing is, and that's also why I feel like Disney was doing this for the show, because if you was really dating somebody, I've had many mama's numbers. I'm not calling them like, "Hey, why you didn't tell me, lady?" Like, are you crazy?
You call him.
I think the weird part is that she's friends with the mama, which is like, why you dating your friend kid in the first place? Like that's too close to.
But see, are they friends though? Or are they really just cast?
No, they not.
I'm not dating my coworker's son either. Like I wouldn't date that's too close to.
I think people are missing the reunion. Nell has said, "This is messy. I don't want you dating my son." She said that, like,
and it's for this reason, though. For this stuff, this type mess right here. I get
because if you run my son's name in the mud, you're gonna see a different me.
Thank you.
I'm trying to prevent that. Now, I will say this: like, take ourselves out.
And she know her son a dog.
Thank you, Jasmine, because this is her kid. That was another thing that is getting flipped by. This is his third.
His third child.
Yes. But what I will say is, I don't know, y'all. I feel like he's still. So even if we're casually dating, right?
He owed her a conversation to let her know.
We're casually dating. And I initially asked you how many kids you got, and you like, I got 2 kids. I'm like, all right, cool. What are the ages? Run them off, right? And then I see on social media that you just had another kid. I would have been like, I would have felt bamboozled too, in a sense of like, look, I'm not judging you for having another kid because we're not platonic, but it would have been nice for you to be like, hey, just a heads up before we go out on this date. And, as we're talking, I need to make you aware that I may have a baby on the way. Even if you weren't sure that was your baby.
Right.
You still should have been like, if y'all were still casually dating, it's still courtesy.
But I think the term casually dating was code for something. I don't think they was actually like going out on dates. I think it was more like they was hooking up.
But to me, that's even worse, because if y'all was just like in a sexual relationship, even more so, you got a baby on the way. I think I should know that too. Because that also lets me know that
I think you should have told her.
Lets me know what you playing with that.
Not for nothing. No. Wasn't she messing with the God brother? So that's what I'm saying. He didn't take her seriously, y'all. I just don't think
he didn't take her seriously. But I still feel like there is even if it was a text. I'm not saying he owed her a sit down. Let me come over your house and let me like break it to you. What I'm saying is he could have at least been like, hey, we ain't rapped in a while. Just want to let you know what's going on with me in case like you hear in the streets.
But he admitted that, Marla. That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I give him that.
But it's after the fact. And so I do understand like why she's frustrated, but I don't agree with how she moved after
she's
got
just a bird to me. I think
to me, it should have been a conversation with him, and you do not call his mama and be like
calling that man mama.
That like what? Like she's looking at like I'm not in a relationship with you. I don't know what you and him got going on. I ain't in your business like that. So like don't call me on some stuff like that, especially if you ain't even fully dated. You ain't been at my house. You ain't been at my family dinners.
Ever since Destiny has been on this show, she has been with a dude, but not really been with that dude.
Thank you. Like he been played
every single time.
You newlywed, divorce.
Got with Moses. We thinking it's all good. Season
he married somebody else.
He married somebody married to your producer.
Now that still is a crazy storyline to me. And I'm gonna say it again. At first, I thought I was like, "Oh, dang!" But you know what? She's now a common denominator, and that's still something that like it can't be everybody else.
No,
like at one point, no, I'm good. The first time she got that divorce, I was like, okay, something really could have happened.
Mm-hmm.
But then to your point, the Moses situation, I'm like, now wait a minute. If y'all been seriously dating, I'm like, how would you not know that he was getting married to somebody else?
But if she's literally with always 24/7, like you said, Marla, the problem with her is always, are you even dating these men? That's always the question. In every relationship, it's always they move on so quick, or they got a whole nother situation so quick that you thinking like, was y'all dating? Because
and it's always they on a break or they always on something and all this happens.
I was not with you. Most like, girl, I was not with you. I was able to court, date, and propose and marry my wife. I was not
literally like what and then she's like again.
Jesus
Christ. So I'm gonna say this is the third time where we just kind of like. I'm not saying that people can't be unlucky in love. I'm not saying
her and Martell got the same karma play.
What I am saying is, this one for me, I'm like, okay, Desmond, let's just bow out. Let's just bow out out of this conversation because I just kind of feel like
I was thinking, second that
the men that you're choosing. How about you either decide you want a real relationship? And then don't tell us if it's not a real relationship, because if this is not a real relationship,
nothing.
Then it's making you look bad when things don't work out because you're upset. Now, if this was that you were exclusively dating and y'all been dating for months, then the rest of us will be like, "Oh yeah,
I'm with you."
Mm-hmm.
No,
but you keep bringing people on this show that you are casually dating, where most reality stars don't do that unless it is very serious. They are very reluctant and hesitant to bring anybody on the show as a love interest because they know what it will do.
Exactly.
Especially when it's so close. It's in your circle.
Back to back.
That right there is crazy. That's the most.
Like, girl, you on this show. We don't even know where you live. We ain't even seen where you live.
We ain't seen your child. We ain't seen nothing.
I'm trying to understand how you doing TikToks and you still in a shed as your office. So I'm trying.
Can we move on to the next part?
Okay.
We don't talk about her business. We not gonna talk about her business plan again.
Let's talk about if Tisha and Kimmy are actually transparent on the show. Do you agree?
That was my other.
Absolutely not. They are not transparent at all. Look, we have talked Kimmy to death about her.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. Yeah.
Transformation on this show. When she very first started on the show,
we loved
like strong black woman raising her black son. You know, we liked her and Maurice together. We didn't like the fact that Maurice did not stick up for her in the Kiowa situation. Like, we had her back. And then she gets cancer. And we got your back even more because now we got empathy for what you're going through. And then your husband just gets out here and just disrespects you and treats you like a sex toy, basically.
Run it down, Shay. Run it down.
And you just defend him. I mean, and he keeps saying things that make it worse and worse. And you just defend it every single time. It's absolutely nuts. Your actual son is saying, hey, Maurice, basically, I didn't know if you was gonna stick around. I really didn't have no relationship with you like that. And what do, Kimmy?
Take up for Maurice.
You take up for him. He gets a whole DUI, and then nobody can explain what happens. He gives some word salad of nothingness, and you just defend it every single time. And I get it. You married. I ride for my husband too, but like, it's
common sense.
it's getting ridiculous. It's getting to the point where it's just like, girl, we can't defend you. Like, I can't even have empathy for you. And when it comes to Tisha is the most annoying little girl. Like, oh my God. Like, now it seems like this season, like she's trying to become like this big and bad person, but you
she
really
can't
not.
even hold her
You
own.
can't even do it. You getting your mama to fight your battles. Like, you can even deal with the situation with your cousin. Like, you know, well, allegedly, that your husband is doing some things. Allegedly.
Exactly.
a big allegedly, and we all know that you probably know that he's doing it and that you ain't going nowhere, and that's okay. That's your business.
Her marriage.
I'm not gonna judge you for that. That's your
but,
life.
But should we, Shay? Because that's part of the transparency that we're talking about here. So, like, let's break it down a little bit further. I want to go back to my girl Kimmy. The amount of just, I was so upset at that scene where they were sitting together and talking to her son, and she is actually agreeing that Maurice has treated him differently.
Yes, that was crazy.
It's one thing for you to be like, I don't think that, but I'm just now coming to grips and hearing out my son and hearing out his experience. But for you to be like, yeah, you've always treated Jalen different. I'm side eye her like, bruh, you are his protector. You are the one to make sure that should not be happening. And if it was happening, what were you doing, Kimmy? More than just a conversation.
She was a husband.
What are we saying?
Yes. Some women just want husbands and obsessed with men, and that's just what it is. Yeah, I can't take women like that, but that's me. I can't take
to the
it.
point.
I mean, are we shocked with how she got Maurice and the stories that we allegedly heard about the barbershop and the this and the that and the that?
Yes, Mandy.
Yes, because that's not who I was introduced to. I wasn't introduced to her.
That's true.
So I was introduced to a person that was strong-willed.
Melody said that since day one. I hate to be a millimeter.
She did say that. Well, but even Tisha said it. Remember, like in the first or the second season, she was meeting with Kiowa, and she was talking about Kimmy as well.
Yes. So they didn't get alliance. They had a pact. Her and Tisha have a pact right now. Like, hey, we don't really, because
somebody come for you, I got you, and somebody come for me.
Y'all remember in the middle season, they were not rocking with each other. It was literally beef with Kimmy and Tisha. So now this is like an alliance thing. It's I got your back, you got mine. I just don't like the whole thing that Tisha thinks she Miss Big Bad Girl, but you can't even sit and talk to Nell and have a conversation. That whole scene made me so mad. I wanted to throw my TV. Nell wasn't screaming. She wasn't yelling. She was getting straight.
She made sure. She made sure that she ain't get in her man's face as she should.
I would have.
You not stepping over.
Just because you drunk, why are you rolling over her like that? And your husband was. I thank God for your husband at night. For him to tell you to back up. And
that
go
was
over
embarrassing.
There.
Anybody else was embarrassed from that scene? For him to be like,
I was so bad.
We already talked about it.
Move. I would have cried.
And, I would have said. And he in his one-on-one scene. He's talking about something over here acting like this man is answering. The only person that he answers to is his wife. She is not his wife. And the fact that your own husband is saying that, bruh. First of all,
now
I'm like,
what more so gonna do is embarrass his wife and embarrass
every time he get a chance. Even in that moment, he literally was like, "We talked about it."
Yes,
I was like, "Oh my God!" Like I was just so.
That's what you do at home. That's marriage. Let me tell y'all something. Mandy, hold on. Hold on, Mandy. Marriage 101. Y'all may disagree in front, but in front of other people, y'all should be a united front. That was a conversation that he should have had with her in the car. That was not a conversation he should have done in the middle of that.
But that's who he is.
Went into the confessional and then quadruple down and said, "Yeah, Tisha got a problem with talking to other people's husband." Like he by himself in that confessional sat there and said, "Yeah, Tisha got a problem. She be talking to other men.
Be embarrassing that lady,
but they're not your husband." I was like,
bruh,
how you gonna? He be embarrassing his wife, and
she be fucking his own wife,
and she be standing 10 toes down for him. I would never. I'm sorry. If you gonna clock me on TV, Please.
Because if we want to talk about it, that's the reason why she got all up in his face in the first place. It wasn't because of her, it was because of Marcel. So like here's the thing. I do think I like that Nell is not scared of them, because I also feel like
Tisha like them, to be honest.
Tisha and Kimmy are used to people giving them reverence because they've been on the show longer than everybody else. And Nell is coming in like, I can really care less. I don't think that y'all being transparent. What y'all be saying don't make sense. Your husbands have a new allegation every other week about him being with different women. And here we are, and y'all still over here acting like nothing happened. Like nothing happened with the DUI. Like nothing happened. Like what? Y'all are not transparent. I don't think they are.
I think also breaking the fourth wall a little bit. This is what I think really happened too in Nell's mind. She like, okay, well, Melody gone. It's time for a new queen bee. Y'all act like y'all didn't want to talk. Y'all didn't want to be around her. You can't be around her. All the beef was stale. So let's work. Let's work. Let's get into it. Talk. What's up? And they like, no, I'm not gonna give it to her. Like, no, Melody gone. Y'all gotta work, because all the things that popped off involved Melody going off on y'all.
And you preaching.
Now gotta pop. And that's what Nell is saying. Like, I think breaking the fourth wall, Nell is saying these things, and like she is kind of baiting them, because she like, y'all, we gotta make
y'all
a
not
show.
working.
Pick it up. Y'all gotta pick it up.
Y'all not talking about nothing. And then if we bring it up, you don't want to talk about it, but you in Tish business.
Why are we here? Yes.
Business, my business, you in Destiny business, you in my son business, you know, my husband, you in everybody business, but we're not talking.
And to be fair, Nell has been very candid since day one, talking about her marriage, talking about all her kids' issues, them taking money. That like she has been very forthcoming.
Have an open heart surgery. I'm so confused. Like she broke it down to like, we cool with Melody and Martell because they came to us because they knew we got through infidelity. That was like one of her first scenes on the show.
It was.
So it's like, how you gonna say this lady is not?
And she talking about something. They got a glass house, baby. Tisha, your delusion, honey. The only reason why your house is still standing is because you're acting like your man ain't did nothing to you.
First of all, it ain't your house; it's a rental.
It's a rental. Thank you.
That's renovated. That you paid for.
What me mad is you don't want anybody to come for your marriage, talk about cheating, talk about anything, but any chance you get, you try to allege, like even her bringing up that whole Marceau thing, like, well, he told Marceau he had to FaceTime you to show you that he was with him, because you basically it's saying like you don't trust him because he's still out here cheating. So it's like you want to keep putting these stories out about my marriage, but you can't talk about Martell having an actual woman who claimed that she was with your man on the interview. We can't talk about that though. But you're gonna come up with some random story about your man and my man going to Atlanta together and him having to FaceTime me. And she like, baby, my man brought me home some fish that night. What, like I was with him. What do we? So it's like you can't have it your way and only your way, and nobody can ever say nothing to you. I'm sorry that you're on this show for the 18th season, and every season we telling you your man cheating. Maybe if you would get on this show and say, y'all, I know y'all telling me my man's cheating. Me and Marcel finna sit down. I'm finna get him all the rumors on the camera. We're gonna go one by one. We're gonna get into it. Maybe y'all be like, give us that at least. I don't know.
I just want him just go crazy on him at least. Do something. Like that's what I'm like, do something. You ask him a question, he slide past you every season.
Yeah,
you cheating on me, man. Shut up. Like it just be like just a random. You see the wall. It just be like.
She'll be like, why would you be with me if you think that I'm cheating on you? If you ever think that I would cheat on you, why would you even want to be with
that man? Runs circles around that girl.
But we also talked about the Marceau Day season 1. She had to ask this man if she could go hang with Melody. So like, like we're not far from that, y'all. Like, so I don't know why anybody think that she finna big her chest up. She had to ask this man because and it's crazy to even really think about it, because okay, I don't think a woman should have to ask a man to hang with somebody, but let's say somebody is single and they outside, and like maybe your husband might not want you to always be outside with this. Melody was married with kids, and she had to ask this man, "Can I go out with my married woman friend?"
But Mel was independent. She had a business. She worked outside of the house. She had all this charitable stuff going on. He just wanted her in the house because he knew if she was outside, she could
somebody gonna come to her woman to woman.
Exactly.
Barbara, my name is Cheryl.
And I was just with your man last night.
Okay. And as we're talking about this, let's move on to the actual birthday party. Let's go to the other crew. We gotta talk about Trish.
I don't want to talk about them steroid people.
We gotta talk about Trish. So y'all, I'm a little okay.
The mushmouth.
First of all, the party, her 38th birthday party.
First of all, the fact that
why are they taking pictures together for a birthday party? I just want to. Is that me?
Real too. Like, I don't think it was her birthday. I don't think it was her birthday. That's how far I'm at.
Also, y'all. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm very mad at Beyonce. Why you start all this, Beyonce?
Literally,
why you cowboy?
I'm scared for rock because now everybody gonna look like all right. Like the what we gonna do? We gonna rock out? We gonna be in leather? Like what's next? Like
actually, I'm here for it because I go with my Doc Martens.
When she talk about what was the theme? All the Dukes and boots.
We just making stuff up now. We just doing
Dukes
stuff now.
It sounds
she done mixed Dukes and Hazard and Cowboy Carter. I guess, girl.
She came in with a major red outfit on.
Like it's homecoming.
I expect nothing from nobody that wear pigtails. But go ahead.
Then she had kids, and this the one time I did agree with Tisha. Tisha was like, "Is his birthday soon?"
She said, "You better let that man let you have your own birthday." I can do. That's when I knew she was drunk. That's when I knew Tisha was a little tipsy.
You know what I was like? I hate her accent. She can't talk. She's slow, and she was drunk. I said, "Oh baby." Oh baby, now we not even.
No, she was gone. She was gone.
We not even on planet Earth, and I can already barely understand you when you're sober. When she and her little yo, I was just like, okay, y'all.
That's what I'm saying. Why does he let her do this?
He don't care about her. You know what I think? I think he be hoping she get like belligerent so he can like. I go home. I catch you later.
But she said he never home.
Come on. I was just about to say that.
He said he Black. There, he worked there. He smoked there. He do everything at Black. He only
Black. Come home to shower.
And then she said he go right back to Black. Black is code word for my other woman house.
I can't, y'all. Okay, we allegedly put up the allegedly. Put up the allegedly, please, because y'all.
Because what would y'all do if y'all man was like, "All right, babe, I'm home for go back to work for taking a shower for and you got like 3 kids?"
Yeah, it's a big fat no.
But my question is, you don't even cook his meals no more.
Tisha is a single married woman.
Yeah, that has a friend to go out with.
My question is, what's the hours of Black? Because at some point it gotta close.
but this is what I'm saying. But this is my question though. Do y'all not remember last season the storyline was it got shut down? When did it reopen?
I know. So when did it reopen?
That's real.
That was my question.
That's real.
They got shut down by the city.
Stuff. We missing some stuff, Carlos. Like I need y'all to be like production needs to like get us back in.
Unless he running a speakeasy.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the only truth teller we had that would tell us the tea on these people was Melody, bro. And
she was around them the most.
Nell would too if she knew. Only, is that but Nell realized that I was just gonna say we missing Tiffany. We missing messy old Tiffany.
Oh,
even Loki's Stormy.
I do. Yeah, because this would have been Stormy's reigning season. I really do think, especially with Melanie alone, she would have. And because like I loved her family story, like I think like
she had
seeing her as a true big woman, like and like her really winning right now. But I also understand too. She like for my business, I can't keep.
She got a brand protect.
Well, you got random folk just showing up, and I'm over here getting arrested for nothing. Like I have to go. Yeah.
I was actually mad at Melody about that, but after watching this show, I was like, dang, Melody was just so over. She just didn't care no more. I was like, dang.
She was ready to just collect a check, and that was really it. But now, even more so, I'm intrigued for the rest of this season. I don't think Trish is gonna stay with.
I think they broken up.
I think they already are broken up. And Trish and Ken Doll. I call him Ken Doll.
He got to go.
I love. Okay, so what do y'all think about Maurice saying in the club that, like, technically by law you're the bad person? Like, do you
I don't
realize
like
this story?
That made me mad because you was dating Kimmy too. Hold on, you wasn't legally divorced when you was dating Kimmy.
First of all,
that's why Kiowa was on
but Mandy, they still have not. That's Kiowa's story, but that is not their story. Their story is they keep saying
the legal story was them divorce papers was not signed when Kimmy got with that man.
We don't know that. I haven't seen that.
The legal story, the legal document.
I know, but where did you see that at? Like, where was that shown on the show?
Marcel and Tisha also said it, and that's his blood brother.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody said it.
When did they say? Wait.
Early on. You gotta
like
go
first
back
or
to
second season,
girl. They was not divorced. Maurice was not divorced.
They may have been separated.
It's the pot calling the kettle black.
Kettle black, yes.
Well, and again, you the last person to be offering anybody any legal advice.
Okay. Because you don't even take her to jail. You never even took her to jail. This man out here taking them on vacations. I'm sure them kids call that man daddy at this point. Jalen, they never even called. He said you a mentor, kind of, sort of, somewhere.
Kind of, sort of.
So
that is so embarrassing, y'all. That is.
He said, "I call that man when I need a restaurant recommendation."
Like, I never even looked at this man like my dad, and I lived with him for years. That's what he literally said out his mouth. And Kimmy was like, "Yeah, I get it."
And she proud of that. As a woman, as a mom, you should be should be feeling sick to your stomach to know your own child.
It's literally crazy because like being as a bonus parent, like especially with the kid is living with you, you go out of your way to make sure that kid is feeling loved, like feeling a part of the family. Like
you don't. And then let's talk about Marcel didn't make it no better because he was over here like you're literally treated him like a real step kid. You ain't supposed to do that, Marcel. Jesus.
No, he needed to hear that though.
Marcel gonna like one thing Marcel gonna do is run whoever.
He said, "I'm Jalen Daddy."
Whoever in front of him right now, he gonna run their name through the mud. He don't give a rip. He gonna run your name.
This is your brother,
mama. He don't care.
It was just a couple with. I think it. And Marcel was like,
"Hold on, Mandy. I think your internet is going in and out."
Oh no.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think my computer trying to update. We gonna. So I said not today. But
hold on, Mandy. Hold on. You still going in and out, girl? Yeah, it sure is. We gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna let you get your internet together.
She's gonna make you pay for it.
And you freezing and everything, sis. So we just gonna let you.
We're not updating.
We gonna let you
get still freezing.
Nah, you fine now. Right now, you just said them 2 words. You was fine.
Am I still good?
You good now?
You're good.
Okay,
for now. Good.
Check.
Talk.
Mic check.
When they were talking, Marcel was like, "I'm like his daddy." I was like, "Oh."
Well, they frat brothers, right?
Yeah. Is Maurice
a job?
I don't think Maurice.
I don't think he's nothing. Yeah.
So that's it. Yeah, Marcel his daddy.
Shut up, Andy.
He probably, ain't gonna lie, he probably gave him the money to like at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Like Marcel,
he's a sponsor for all we know.
Mm-hmm.
Please, I would just, as a mother, I think, especially a mother that is not married, if I that would be my top priority to make sure my son is comfortable in every way. And to see that she did not do that is very disheartening for me.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Let's wrap
but we're gonna move on from Huntsville. We done with Huntsville. So y'all let us know. We're gonna post some clips of this, and like we want to hear y'all commentary on some of it. Y'all heard some of ours, but like we always love new and different perspectives. So keep coming with that. So now we're gonna move on to I finally also caught up on Real Housewives of Orange County.
Oh God, okay.
So I don't know if y'all have been watching, but this has actually been a pretty good season. I felt like it was enough decent drama. I'm agreeing with Mandy from our last podcast after catching up. They're doing the colored women so wrong and so bad. I feel like everybody is bullying her. And it is so ridiculous. The last scene, and we'll talk about this because y'all know Tamara. This is the season that we've been talking about where like she, you know, at the time everybody was like she quit, she fake quit and all the things. So we just got to the episode where she fake quit. And after watching the actual episode, they didn't do nothing. But so this girl literally tried to bully. What's the Asian girl name? Like she tried to bully Katie. And literally, so you got her arch nemesis. You got her arch nemesis Gretchen on the show. And her and Gretchen ain't seen it for each other for the last 16 years. They both have said some very disgusting things to each other. But we also know that one person is going to go low, 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 low. And that is Tamara. So Tamara decides to start spreading rumors and actually use Gretchen as a ploy, which why would you do that? And be like, hey, Katie told me that, no, I heard that the blogs are saying that Katie went to the blogs and said that I tried to roofie you years ago. Huh?
But this is my unpopular opinion.
Hold on, this story, and I'm just like, first of all,
I believe it. I believe that Gretchen told Katie that. You forgetting Naked Wasted, Marla. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember they went back. No, they showed it back.
Okay.
But here's my thing. My issue is you were saying that you think that Katie went to a blogger and brought that up, and that's not even her story to tell. Yeah. Like, that makes no sense to me. And I will also say I agree with him. As much as Gretchen actually absolutely hates Tamara, there's no way that legally, if she thought that lady was trying to roofie her, we would have been heard that storyline and been seen stuff. So like, I'm sorry. I'm just like, it just seems like they're picking one person to try to be mean and take down, and that is Katie. So in so many words, this is how Tamara quits, y'all. So she's going hard because she gets upset that she pulls Gretchen aside and she's like, you believe Katie? And she's like, why would I believe you when you have done so many things to me and my family, and this person is my friend and has never given me a reason to not doubt her? So she gets mad. She storms off, yells to the group, y'all, oh my gosh. I mean, she just starts going frantic and be like, she doesn't believe me and blah, 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 and just starts going nuts and crazy. To the point to where like she gets so rude to everybody and anybody that's even in her own corner. You got Heather DeBro, who is always on her side, just like, girl, like we hear you, but like calm down. Then it gets to a point where my girl, who is a casita, what's her name? Gina. This is her trip. So she's like, Tamara, you're doing too much. Like, you're taking it like too disrespectful. And you told us that you won't get sauced no more. Clearly, you are sauced. And so
with a bunch of Xanax too. She was off Xanax.
And then she said Xanax.
She was high as a kite at that table.
She looked high, and then she got the nerve to mimic her eyes, y'all, which was very comical. I love how white women be getting at each other. It is a whole different thing.
Crazy, Marla.
She did look high. She did not look in her right state. So then she gets up and said, I'm not doing this. And she storms out. Producers run after her. Eventually, Heather gets up. And Heather is like, girl, like, are you okay? Like, you don't look okay. Like, do I need to get you some water? Do I need to like, and she gets so mad at Heather. She's like, I don't understand. Everybody makes me to be the bad person. And I'm sick of this. And I'm not doing this and that, blah, 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 blah. And then like she storms completely out and goes down the stairs. And then she's having even more of a moment with the producers where she's like, do I need to call an Uber? Or are y'all going to at least give me a car? Like, she was so nasty. And I'm gonna just keep going back, and I'm speaking this because I feel like Tamara has gotten away with so much murder. Yes. We understand that your best friend in this moment was in the hospital. We also know that 4 weeks ago, that is where she fainted. Y'all are in a location where like she fainted, passed out, and then we found out she had tumors. We are so sympathetic for you. We understand that is very difficult, but that still does not excuse you in your behavior as to how you are treating other people. You're telling us you're going to therapy, you're not going to get angry anymore, and that you're going to treat people better. And here you are trying to take down the one Asian girl in the group because what? And then I'm going to also go to your girl, Mandy, because I am not feeling Shannon Bedore.
Girl, I don't. But this is what Shannon do, though. But I'm not going to lie. The evolution.
But she's such a drama queen.
One season you're gonna love her. Next season you're gonna hate her. Then the next season she come back, then you love her again. Then she do some again, you hate her the next. Like Shannon, she's never had consecutive good seasons. But I want to follow up on your point about Tamara giving her empathy. And the reason why I remember, see, I'm a Housewives historian. I remember a lot of things. Gretchen's first season, her fiance was dying of cancer.
Yep.
And Tamara's whole thing was, let's out her. This is fake. She doesn't want to be with him. She's cheat. Like, girl, that's where the beef started. The beef started with
trying to get her son to
get her naked. Yes. Get her naked wasted.
It was on camera, and like Bravo did nothing about it.
Also, another thing with cancer, you want to talk about people feeling bad for you with cancer? Gretchen's Slay's son. Gretchen's, well, not legal husband, but husband, lifetime partner, whatever they want to call each other. His son literally passed away from cancer like last year. Tamara goes on the podcast to start a rumor that Gretchen and Slay didn't give no money to the funeral, giving people the GoFundMe that somebody allegedly made, talking bad about her in a moment of death from cancer. So now
childhood cancer. He's a
child died. And so now you don't understand what I'm going through. My best friend has cancer, and I don't know if I will ever get close to someone like you're a liar. Your whole point of the show was the Trace Amigas. You and Vicky were best friends for 15 freaking years. Then you asked Shannon for 10 years. You've been close to a lot of people. Don't act like Teddy is your first real freaking friend. Like, and it's not, and to me, when you bond over business, is that really friends? Because if that podcast ended tomorrow, would they still be cool? I don't think so.
No. I think Teddy and like Kyle would be friends, but her and Tamara, no, absolutely not.
I don't know. That scene for me, I was just kind of like, okay,
Tamara, girl, Shannon hollering at that daggone table. I want to jump through the screen on her. Hollering at Katie like that at that table. I was like,
it was uncalled for. Like it was so uncalled for, and then no one's really taking up for Katie except for, and that's when girl hopped in and was like, "This is my trip." And let's be clear, y'all keep trying to make it seem like Katie harmed all these people at this table. Let's talk about your girl,
what you done
who
did.
Literally has taken down each and every single person around at this table. So why are we talking about Katie, the newbie? And y'all have no proof. And that's what Gretchen kept saying. Like, where's the proof?
But I also want to
take this at face value. Like, where's the proof that she did this?
That girl Jen is probably, I will give her, since that girl Jen came on this show, she really changed this whole thing around. And she be standing on her own. And she flipped that so good at that table. Like, we're not going to get on Katie. Tamara, what about you? You showing people these quote unquote fat pictures of me? What is that about? Let's talk about it. I want your life. Let's talk about it. Like, she was going in. I'm like,
y'all, what is the term? I have never heard this term before. They call it white girl. What did she say it's called? When you want to be the other person.
Single
it was
white
like
female.
white female. What is
a movie?
What is that?
It's basically a movie about a woman that was so obsessed with another woman that she wanted her life, that she kind of did it, like changed her hair like her, look like plastic surgery, like. She's trying to say you're so obsessed with me, you're single white female in me. Like you're literally.
I didn't understand the reference.
Okay, when it's like, first of all, it's not you, Tamara. It's just called being a housewife in Orange County. All of y'all are blonde. All of y'all obsessed.
All of y'all
with
got surgery.
Skinny. All of y'all got big lips. Filled. Yeah, y'all all be at the gym all freaking day. She like, well, you ran up on me in my gym, baby. If I have a yoga studio at point A and I can walk to point B to go get a workout in.
First of all, who wants Tamara's life?
Nobody want to be married to no Eddie.
You don't talk to you. We don't even see Eddie at all.
Thank you. He's scared now.
Oldest son
last season he acted a fool.
Like nothing about your life is what anybody wants.
We don't want it.
I hope that they
your daughter don't even talk to you.
Again.
Yes.
Your own blood daughter won't speak to you.
Not at all.
Sick. And like just said, all 5 of my kids in my house. Just saying.
Yeah, I think Bravo needs to really look at, and I know they feel like Tamara gets all the ratings, and because she's doing all this other stuff outside of the show,
villain, blah blah blah.
But like, she is not she's not nice, and she's never gonna get along with anybody.
She's a train wreck, and she goes to hell every time.
Yes. Yes.
The opportunity, she's going to go to the lowest of the low, but then play the victim.
That's sick.
Why do we need to keep doing that? Like, you got rid of Vicky for a reason. So why do you keep bringing Tamara back? Get rid of Vicky. You got rid of Vicky. Get rid of Tamara. Get rid of Shannon.
Get rid of Shannon. And I like Shannon. Get rid of Heather. Because she's not friends with none of them women.
But can I be honest? Heather needs to go in Beverly Hills. She don't belong in Orange County.
I'm gonna tell you why she can't.
And she's too liberal for Orange County.
No, them women on Beverly Hills would eat her alive. She's on Orange County because she wants to be the big fish in the small pond. You put her on Beverly Hills, she the small fish in a big pond. All them, they got the same amount of money as her.
I disagree. She got more money than Erica. She got more money than some, but I'm just saying, like, the only person that got a ton of money on Beverly Hills, the only person that got a ton of money on Beverly Hills is Kyle with all them properties. Everybody else, I'm a little suspect. Because you ain't got Lisa on there no more. Who got all the, like, let's be honest, like, Beverly Hills ain't like the It Girls no more.
What I'm saying is it's the ethos. The ethos of the show wouldn't work for her. The only reason why Heather works on Orange County is because she's the one that everybody looks up to. She's the one that throws the big parties and tries to be like, oh no, you guys got to come on my plane and I got to show you the finer things in life. I got to take you under my wing. Like, that's the only way she works, because she's not good with confrontation at all. That's why she's up Tamara's butt. She realized, okay, I can't go at nobody for real. Think about it. Like, Heather can't go at people. She can't.
No.
So that's why I was saying, like, it's the ethos of Beverly Hills. Like, as much as like they get on my nerves, they be going to blows with each other, and they be, you know what I'm saying? But on Orange County, they all scared of her too. They do what they don't. But the thing is, nobody on Beverly Hills will be scared of Heather. A lot of them on OC is, for whatever reason, scared of her. Like, she like the end all be all of, like, I want to be in her good graces.
I want to be in her parties and stuff like that. She's kind of like the Kathy Hilton.
Exactly. Like, I don't want to go against her because I want to be around fancy pants. Like, type situation. So, no. But she can go too, though.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think, like, I really like the new girls. I do too. I like the new girls. Like, I also want to do a little mention. What's so girl? Emily. I actually am enjoying her storyline this season, where she's finding out that her son has autism. And like how it's shows up a little bit different than how a lot of times it typically shows up to me in kids. So his started with eating. So like he borderline had an eating disorder. And so they thought that like something was just wrong with him being malnutrition, but it turned out to be a little bit more into him actually having autism. So I'm learning a lot just by in her situation as to like how she's like talking through like what they're experiencing and like, you know, how they're dealing with the situation. It's been very enlightening. And it's actually like, I've always been an Emily fan because I don't know. I like her personality. I've never been a fan but I think I love seeing the more human sides of her. And I do enjoy the storyline.
She do stomach on her face, but the Housewives shows, I feel like, have always been one of the shows that's in the forefront of showing kids with autism. If we go back to Jacqueline,
Jersey.
In Jersey.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Somebody in Miami or no?
Well, no,
we're gonna talk about Miami.
Autism. He has a traumatic brain injury from a boating accident, but it's kind of similar. I get what you're saying. Yeah, and hers was worse because it's like, dang,
he was fine.
He was
came from a major
fine, and then had a major boating accident, and it's like his whole life changed. So
it don't matter. She's still a trash human being.
Woo! She is the cutest.
Okay, so now let's go to Miami. Okay,
Justice for Gertie. Justice for Gertie.
Justice for my girl Gertie.
I don't know, y'all. I didn't finish everything just yet, but
I know
can I
Marla
can
not gonna be on
I
Gertie's
take
side. I
hold
knew
on.
that.
Here's the issue that I
It
have.
don't shock me at all.
It reminds me, no, we need to your point, Mandy, when we be thinking differently on different situations. I just want to root us in. And what Kenya did was wrong in a sense of taking a very important event that meant something to her and her business and using it as a moment to get even with somebody. I disagree with how Gertie did the exact same thing. For the listeners, okay, so in so many words, they were going back and forth about, like, you know, her and her friend Martina. I don't know why this is even a thing. It's so stupid. It was about like Martina asking her to go on this boat on this cruise.
Julia.
My bad, Julia. Julia asking her to go on this cruise. She's like, I didn't ask her. She wanted to come, but then like she treated me bad and all these other things. There's this narrative. Both of them have a completely different story as to how it went, but it's dumb. It's a cruise. Who cares, right? So it gets even further where they play this game when they go on this trip and like they have a heart to heart. Julia thinks they squashed it and that they're moving forward. And then we get fast forward to Gertie's event where
you skipping a lot.
Hold on. It's about her. It's about her with cancer. Hold on. I'm just going to talk about the event because it don't even really matter.
You're missing the event before that. No. You wait, Marla. You're telling the story wrong. Okay,
what am I missing?
So before Gertie's event, they had that little narcissist party, right?
That's what I was saying. They had that little event and they squashed it. They sat with each other and they squashed it.
No, they did not. They had a dinner beforehand, before Alexia's event, to squash it, right? Gertie comes to Alexia's party. She thinking everything cool, the little narcissism party, which was crazy, by the way. We gotta go back to that. And in the middle of nowhere, Julia goes to the man. So, how do you get over when your friend calls you a bad name and she's talking bad about you and you did nothing wrong, and bringing the situation back up without saying I threw water on this lady and assaulted her first? She brought it back up to the forefront to that man after they said they was letting it go and never talk about it again. So that's what pissed Gertie off. Like, wait, we just sat down on lunch and said we're done. We're not going to bring it up in front of the group no more. If we have a problem, we'll talk to each other. The very next day, she get around her, her friend she want to tap dance for. And out the random blue, ask the man, hey, what happens when you don't know how to forgive your friend? That was before Gertie's party.
Also, and I'm still going to hold to, I don't think that was the right moment or the right event for you to do this. So fast forwarding to her event was about her overcoming cancer, and she was donating money to cancer research, and she was giving her friends her flowers, 40 exclusive people to like thank them. She gave flowers to her husband, flowers to her kids. It was really meant to be like heartfelt. I don't think that is the event that you throw up text messages on a screen to then be like, I got you moment, and be like, this was the text messages between me and her, and I was right. Like, I'm not saying that you don't get even later on, but I'm gonna keep going to, why are y'all doing this stupidness at these events that cost you your own brand? Like the same thing with Kenya. Kenya, that was not the moment for Kenya to do that. This was not the moment for Gertie to do that.
Wait, the time, if you watch the episode, the party was over. It was over. She sent her man home. She sent the press home.
People were still there.
A couple of friends was there, yes. But if you pay attention, she literally, there's this thing where she was like, yeah, you guys can go. Everybody can go. The event is over. It's over.
People left. You're going in and out, Mandy. Mandy, you're going in and out again. Hold on. I'm gonna let you like move your mouse around a little bit. Sometimes your computer may be sitting dormant and be trying to. Okay, do a mic test.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So she gave background the moment. She sent all of those people home, and it was actually she did a collaboration with the Knot, because she was, she's a wedding planner and stuff like that. So that was also part of the event. So she sent everybody home. The event was completely over. The reason why I agree with her doing it at that very moment is because, like she said, y'all never hear me out. Y'all never listen to me. No matter how many times I try to say my side of a story, no matter what I do, y'all cut me off. I never get to say my side of the story. So this is my time that y'all heard on my time. Everybody's gone. I send everybody out. It's a couple of my close friends and y'all heard and some cameras. Look at the truth. You can't run from it. And what they do anyway, ran from it anyway, and made it seem like she the scum of the earth for posting text messages when they let this lady assault her and do nothing. So that's why I was just like, we gonna really be.
It's always microaggressions.
You
Shay, now you going out.
Okay, I'm back. So, how many times have we talked about this on these white?
Yeah, always microaggressive.
White housewife shows with a Black person. Yeah, all of these microaggressions that they feel. Now, to be fair, I would think we wouldn't deal with that so much on Miami because it's like
they all Latin,
Cuban.
Yeah,
but did they get on pause the first time? They got put on pause the first time because of similar situations amongst their own
racism. They had bad ratings. It wasn't about racism.
I know, but they also in the very first season, part of the reason why they didn't bring certain people back was they were like going back and forth on some, I don't know what
it was all white people though. They never had. Gertie is the first. Gertie and Kiki are the first like darker skin, like Haitians, basically. Like they're from like,
but
they've
that's
always
why
had Puerto Ricans. Exactly, like they
because
never
they they be beefed out over skin color and stuff like that.
Exactly. And especially Cubans. We
and Alexia is Cuban, right?
Yes, and they are the worst.
She's more, she's more like
fair
white
facing. Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Then
they be beefed out. Oh, my question was, for Gertie having cancer, did they ever throw her a party or do anything?
No.
Crazy work.
And then who was it? It was one of the designers said he was glad that Alexia threw the drink. I want to say
it was on the crazy.
Jesus, Mandy, you going in and out again, girl.
I gotta find it.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
You fine. You fine. It's going in later. You fine now.
Okay. I literally don't know what's happening or what's going on.
Let me see. It was somebody that we know.
Was it somebody that was there or somebody that watched it and said that they were happy?
He was on Watch What Happens Live, I remember.
Live.
Why would they say that? I don't know. What I will say this is two things can be true. Is Gertie annoying? Yes. Does she talk a lot and really fast? Yes. Which is why it's very hard for you to not want to tell her to be like, girl, chill out. I think it's her approach and her delivery, and it's just true to nature as to who she is. She talks with her hands. She's very like exaggerating. She's very like drama queen-esque. So her personality doesn't always land with these ladies. So I'm kind of like, but I also do think there is a component of her.
They think she's beneath her
woman.
Yeah, she's Haitian. As I traveled the world, I feel like Haiti is one of the places where a lot of races look down on Haitians, like especially in the Latin community. For whatever reason, they think like, oh, they're just poor and they just want to leech off people. Black. That is what they say. Yeah, and it's like I just watching it, but also too, it's another strategic thing that they're doing because they said, oh shoot, Dr. Nicole gone, we can finally get her gone too. Like I think it was a consensus of because I remember when they first came back, it was really the old girls versus the new girls. They didn't care about the new girls. They wanted them gone. They was treating Nicole bad. They was treating Gertie bad and Julia bad. But what happened was once Julia realized these the quote unquote cool girls, let me mosey my little way on over here. And once she started doing that, it became, oh, Gertie's weird. Oh, this, oh, that. But I remember Gertie and Nicole being the only person that stood up to you because they were calling you weird. Alexia said she thought all Russians were prostitutes.
Yeah.
Are we forgetting that? Like, no, this happened on the show.
But that's my thing. Bravo I'm gonna start not liking them in a minute. I can't take it, y'all.
So now Julia is on the cool girl squad with Mary Soul, and she even pushing Adriana out now. Like it's evident.
And Adriana looked gorgeous at that event, by the way. Ooh,
bro,
with the black gloves. Ooh, she's gorgeous.
60. The lady is 60 looking like that. And she's so the thing that I'm mad about, they need to show more of her. Do you realize how intelligent that lady is? Like when she be talking and giving facts about something, she speak like 5 different languages. Like I'm like, let's focus a little bit on her life or something. I don't know why they want to make her a full-time housewife. But what I will say is to see how they're treating Gertie, and you can tell that like now that they're getting fan backlash, now Alexia want to be all cool with her and trying to do interviews with her and saying, oh, I regret not sticking up for her. Because it's like, y'all took Alexia to Spain to get over Todd, who she's still back and forth with, and did nothing for Gertie beating cancer?
Nope. Because they're not her friends. They're not her real friends. They are not her real friends.
It's sad. They need to bring that scene with Dr. Nicole gave me life. It made me feel like the Miami I loved. Like when they sat at that dinner and I was just her little Birkin and her shoes to match, her little cute stuff. I was like, oh, Nicole, please come.
I think something that should be talked about too is Julia's wife. So
I barely watched it.
They let them have them black kids. I want them gone. I need them taken away from them.
So she recently made a comment about surrogacy. Basically, that I think I don't know if she said specifically to like dead people, but she was like, "Look, sometimes you just can't have it all."
So, for someone who is a lesbian,
yes,
I just really find it really ironic that is
she has all type of crazy thoughts
on.
Yes.
I think she's 2 step off a Trumper or something because the stuff I be hearing her say
she is a Trumper. Like, I believe that.
Yeah,
it's the equivalent of Caitlyn Jenner.
Like me,
yes.
But then also, I think the storyline that's under the radar that no one is talking about is the fact that Julia's daughters aren't talking to her anymore because she didn't tell them about the kids, and she basically made these new kids her whole life. And somebody brought up a good point on TikTok. It's more so of like, y'all are in y'all 60s. So what happens to them kids when Martina's even older. I think Martina's like almost 80 or something like that. Crazy.
She's older than her.
Yeah.
And so it's like the kids are probably like, who for take her them kids? Us? Like you adopting 2 kids and you don't even talk to us. Tell us. You don't even talk to us, because I remember her kids have never lived with her. Her daughters have always lived with their respective fathers in other countries. Yep. And so that's not talking about.
No, when her daughter went to school, she was on my nerves, baby. She was crying all the time, and
because she wasn't
like,
around.
She was like, "Why don't you call me? Why don't you talk to me? Why don't you?" And I was like, "Oh, Jesus, girl, let it roll." And then that's when she decided to get these kids. You got these kids to replace your other kids.
Yes,
which is really terrible.
Yes,
and black kids.
Yeah, why do you keep getting black kids?
I don't.
It's plenty of white kids.
I don't understand.
I don't know, y'all.
Okay, last thing I want to talk about
Miami.
Last thing about Miami. How do y'all feel about the new girl Stephanie? Because I don't like her.
I could take her.
I will say this, Stephanie. There's one scene that gave me life.
The money
when she got in that limo, and old girl was 2 hours late, and they don't ever correct her. The one that's going to, she told her, she was like, "You think you're more important than all of us? You need to be on time. That's rude." Is where she got at her so bad, and I was like, good, because they at least get away with murder, and she is so to me, like, don't disrespect my time. If you want to see a bad Marla, don't disrespect my time. I'm in a limo for 2 hours because your butt cannot be on time. And she's like, she kept saying, well, I told them they could go without me. But at the end of the day, this is your job. So that's like you telling your boss, I'm going to be 2 hours late, not for no excuse.
Well, apparently, but she has receipts that production gave her that call time. And I believe it, because they did that to Portia too with the Shamia party. Like, production does that. Yeah, and she said she got receipts that her call time was the time that she showed up. But they did that with like the production be playing. It's still a show, so it's hands involved. But I did like that she did go off on her because I don't like people that are like not, paying attention to people's time. I just wish the show would stop playing with people like that because it's like,
but that's two different stories because like she literally said later on after the episode that she kept saying, I told y'all to go ahead. She's saying like to her in the argument, I told y'all to just go ahead without me. And that's why I was just like, I don't understand what's happening.
You can't break the fourth wall, just like.
But Lisa is always late, though. It would be different if she wasn't always late, but she is always late, and that's why the girls
Lisa
just
a little chaotic. Lisa is a lot of chaotic, but the reason why I'm gonna give her some I couldn't imagine going all the chaos that man is putting on her and these kids and these sign these paper in an hour while he know that she in Spain, all of the stuff that he be doing to this lady. I would be down bad. I just connected with my daddy. He just died. Like I don't know. I would be looking at them like, what do y'all want from me? Y'all want me to cut myself right here? I will. Larsa going off on her about some daggone Marcus Jordan every daggone day. I couldn't handle it. If I was Lisa, I could not handle it. I could not handle it if I was Lisa, bro. When they was sitting at that table this last episode, I felt so bad for Lisa because Larsa just started going off on her out of nowhere. And I'm just like, wait, what is happening, bro? I can't imagine. Can you imagine being out the country? You think your divorce going to be finalized when you get back. They text you, you need to have these papers signed by a notary in an hour, or you're going to trial for your divorce.
You shouldn't even be able to do that.
But that's the type of games that Lenny be playing with her because he's evil. So you sitting there going through this, and then Larsa on the other end of the table, like, you need to unfollow Marcus right now, or I won't be a part of your life.
Goodbye.
Marcus Jordan on the Instagram right now, lady?
Do you think I'm even on my Instagram right now?
Like, are you crazy? He's literally sitting next to Adriana, like having her read over the documents. Like, what should I do? Is this something I should sign? Like, does it what is going on? Can I even get like she's freaking out? And she actually removes herself from the table so nobody is a part of her drama. And she came back and Larsa just like, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't want to be a part of your life. Don't ever worry about me. I can't do this. I'm too good for this.
I can't stand Larsa.
Bro, I was watching that thing like, is Larsa like that serious? Like she was legit. She legit. She legit got up from the table, was like, I can't. And then she said, I'm too good for this. Larsa Pippen.
Jesus.
Girl.
Then she tried to make that little line happen when she was like, "Oh, you was following Pippen, now you following Jordan." Lisa said, "Baby, I know that man. You married him and dated him. Who was the clout chaser? You was with the Pippins, then you was with the Kardashians, now you with the Jordans. I'm not the clout chaser here, babe."
Right.
Jasmine, Larsa called this lady a clout chaser because she wouldn't unfollow Marcus Jordan.
Ain't nobody worried about Marcus. Marcus over here, cokehead allegedly.
Oh, Marla. What's crazy?
Can we put up a alleged sign, please?
Jesus, I said allegedly.
But what I'm saying is, it's so many storylines in Miami that get swept up under the rug with all like the big moments. They flash back to a conversation that Lisa and Larsa had when Larsa was mad about a story that she said that Jody and her said that allegedly Larsa was behind them paparazzi pictures of that man. I don't. That's swept under the. There's so many moments that happen in Miami, and so many conversations that. And Lisa was like, Lisa sat there and told Larsa, like, no, the paparazzi guy told me and Jody that you paid him to take those pictures.
I believe it. So
that's what the real beef with her and Lisa is, and that's why Lisa's standing on business. Like, you just trying to bully me, like, and I am, and Lisa is a Leo, and one thing about me is I may be wrong, but I'm not gonna do something because you're not gonna bully me to do nothing. And now that you keep telling me every single day and getting all these people to jump in on me to unfollow somebody, now I'm just gonna follow him out of spite.
I might like something too.
Yeah, like I might comment fire emojis now because you're not gonna bully me to. I'm gonna unfollow him when I want to, and it's funny because it's selective. Because Adriana was sitting there like, I still follow Lenny. Like it's so comical.
Chicks.
It's like
so
they
crazy,
the stupidest stuff, and it's like I can't.
I'm just hoping that Miami stays on for another year. I know they haven't had the best ratings this year, but I actually think it's been a really good season.
That's because Bravo do them wrong.
They don't, and then but you see how they moved them randomly from Wednesday to Thursday, had a double episode in one.
I told you, I told you that. I was like, why do I know this and you don't?
Wednesday and Thursday. I was like,
yeah, because they moved them.
And now they putting them after Orange County. It's weird. I'm gonna tell you what they can do. Go ahead and beg Dr. Nicole and say, look, lady, even if you're just a friend,
get back on it. Get back on it.
We know you went through your postpartum. Hopefully your baby is good. Your baby about 2 or 3 now. Hopefully your mental is good. We see you doing your podcast. You came and filmed a little bit. Just be a friend of. Show us that new $40 million house you sold.
But they were trying to. She probably don't want to do it because them girls were hating on her so bad. Like she was going through hell on that show. Like I just don't know.
It did get worse. The real reason, of course, it was postpartum. But on her podcast, I be listening to her podcast with Dr. Tiffany Moon. They both anesthesiologists. I love both of them. But she said, girl, she found out that Marisol hired an actual private investigator to follow her and Anthony around to find any quote unquote illegal happenings. They saw private investigators following them around, did their research, and said it was Marisol because she wanted some tea on Dr. Nicole so she can get a full-time seat. And that's why she also really left the show. She like, lady, you got a private, like literally telling them like some FBI stuff. They was trying to, what part of the
these women go too far for this mess.
Thank you.
Too far.
They said the private investigator that they hired told them that part of the thing that they wanted their investigator to find was Anthony cheating on Nicole. That was one of the things that Marisol told him, like, I know he'd be cheating on her, like, just follow him around.
But wasn't they accusing her, like, in her first season of, like, sleeping around at the hospital?
Yes. She could have got fired for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So she was like, actually, you know what, Miami, Nicole, stay away. Actually, Nicole, you're right. Stay away.
Yeah.
Actually,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they put her through so much. And you know what it is? These women don't like people that make more money than them.
Oh, my God.
That got a husband that loves them. We talk about this all the time. If you are a wife that got a husband that loves you and don't play about you, you got
enemy number one. And I think that's also why they don't like Gardy. Gardy be going home living a good life. That white man love her down. They've been together since high school.
He don't play about her. He don't play about her.
No, I do want the last thing I want to say. I don't know if we talked about this, but that scene that they had with that therapist where she thought that every time he looked at her, like he was like pitying her. And when he had that moment where he was like, no, like, I cried because of how strong you are and how gorgeous you still are. Like, and she just stood there like shocked. And I was just like, stop. I started bawling. Like, that's such a good man. Like she in there in therapy trying to like, I'm trying to be more sexy for you. And I'm trying to, he like, baby, we not worried about that. I think you still the most gorgeous. I was just sitting there like, okay, y'all. All right. Okay, that's why they mad.
You're talking about again why she has such a dart on her back. Not only is she a beautiful black queen with a successful business, might I ask you, because woman be decorating the mess out of some events. Like what we're not gonna play about Gertie is her name and like what she do for Gertie Designs. But then you got a man that loves you and kids who look up to you and listen to you. Like she's that girl, and they just don't want to acknowledge her greatness as well. So I mean, like I said, I don't know. I love Gertie on the show. I just think they need to rally around getting her more her real friends on the show if they're going to keep her. This group is not. They're not her friends. So at least give her 1 or 2 other people if Nicole is not coming back.
She had Kiki, a fellow Haitian, but she want to be up the cool girls' bus too. I'm done.
That always happens. That always happens on these shows.
But Kiki to me be gone with the wind. Like Kiki ain't nobody's friend. Like she is like truly a friend of. She is truly like, I'm just here for scene and for my check. and to look fabulous and to look beautiful. To
It's
give
like,
y'all
girl, we from the same country. We literally speak the same language. You can't have my back one time.
Kiki is not like she is, and then she's there to be feisty when she needs to be feisty, but she's not like Kiki to me, she's the most consistent one of like, I'm here for the vibes. Kiki is there for the vibes. She's there for the vibes. That's it. But okay, so that's it for Miami. We only got a few more minutes left. Just want to let the listeners know. We probably should have started off with it, but we did our draft picks today.
Yes, fantasy football. Go Chiefs.
Fantasy football is back. And y'all gonna start to hear us talk more about football. So we about to bring our sports segments back. We got Mandy on the street, so we got a sports segment with Shay. So y'all about to get the sports coming back for your girls. And speaking of Mandy on the streets, Mandy also got to meet Nene, y'all. So
oh my God,
we do got an exclusive. So before we get up off of here, she got some exclusives, and she actually ran into Nene in the streets. So
Nene, I did. Tamar, Tony.
And Tony Braxton. I didn't know what to do, y'all. So I literally was supposed to meet my college roommate. She wanted to get some Mediterranean food, in Atlanta, everybody do hookahs out, and she wanted that too. So I was like, well, yeah, this is one spot named Pasha. It's really good food, good vibe. It's down the street from me. We can meet there. So I was like, okay, cool. But let me bring Gabby just in case. People, plans come and go. I don't want to just be sitting there by myself. Yeah. Gabby, she always down to go somewhere. So we go, we chilling, we eating. And she's like, girl, I think there's Tony Braxton behind us. I said, no way. No, forget. And then I heard Tamar. I said, well, yeah, Tony probably back there too. Like, I heard Tamar. I was like, yep, big entourage. Then all of a sudden, I kid y'all not, I'm eating my pasta. I look up. Nene Leakes just walking right to me. And I'm like, no way. No. And as long as I've been in Atlanta, I told you I've not seen Nene. I've not seen Portia or Toya. Don't know why, but I've not seen my favorite girls. So Nene walks in. I was like, can't be. But let me tell you something. It's so crazy how she had all this stuff about Kim and this wig. You don't need anybody daggone wig at this point. It's funny how it comes full circle. It really literally does. That level of blonde on that tall woman, I said, ain't nobody but Nene Leakes. And she walk in with her African man, She is still with him. Yes, she is. And they walk on by, and she greets Tamar, and Gabby don't have no sense. She see me freaking out. She's like, Miss Leakes. I said, oh, Gabby. No.
No.
I kid y'all not. She did not care. She said, Miss Leakes. Baby, Nene saunters over to the table. She see my pasta. She like, oh my God, girl, what is that? I need to order that. Like, tell me the order. I'm just like, oh my God, hi Nene, how are you? This is the chicken pesto pasta. I get extra onion in mine. A little red pepper on the side. We just get to chatting about stuff, and she was just so nice. She was like, "Oh, you smell good." Like, we just talking, and it was just a vibe. And I was just like, no way. So she goes sit down and eat, and she was like, "Do you want a picture or something?" I'm like, girl, yeah. Like, she had a little mini Birkin. It was so beautiful. It was mint green. I really wanted it. Really. And by the way, gorgeous in person. I was like, okay, skinny, but she is very tall, y'all. Like, Nene is very.
She was a part of the talls for a reason.
No, for real. Like, she walked in the room and she literally commands the room. So I was just like, girl, man. Like, for real. Like, you could tell, like, everybody in the room was like, oh, okay. She sat by herself. She was cool. They was eating and stuff. We just get to talking. I was like, well, I know you heard this too much, but need you back on the Housewives. She said, I'm never going back. I said, oh, okay. All right.
I tried.
I was like, why? I was like, why? Like, the show needs you. She's like, no, those girls are good. I watched the show. They are good. They don't need me, honey. I'm going through too much. I cannot. And I get it. Her son is literally fighting for his life right now.
Yeah.
And you see how she was that season when Greg was that was her worst season that she's ever had on that show. That closet scene, that was infamous though.
Yes.
That closet scene was infamous when she grabbed them people, but she was like, no, it's just too much. But I enjoy the girls and I wish them nothing but the best. And I was just like, oh, okay.
All right then.
Then Saucy said Tanner walk in the room. I said, okay, we in the place tonight, huh? And he also is cute. I was just living my best life, but that was me in the streets. I had a great time. Got my picture. We was kicking.
Mandy in the streets.
Two down. I got two more. Got me Toya.
The day you meet Toya is gonna be just
now that's gonna be the day. That's gonna be the.
She gonna tell you to get away from her. That's gonna
she might tell you to back up.
Nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like in person, she probably don't be handling like fans for real. Like she probably the type that's like,
got my face. Yeah.
Yeah. Now Portia, she probably will sit down and kiki with you.
I feel like she kiki.
Like she would kiki. Toya, not so much. Not so much.
Agreed. But so we're gonna end on that note because I think that's on a high. So I'll say this. Listen, your girls are in the streets. Stay tuned for more commentary. We are going to start breaking down football because it's football season.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And so we are ready for a one of your girl got Jalen Hurts again. I'm so excited, so happy. Just my highlight pick. But we'll talk more. So stay tuned until next time, y'all. We're gonna say peace. Bye, y'all.
Bye.